Most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Good afternoon, Utah. Happy Friday. I hope that you're having a good Friday. Your weather headlines today include mostly dry skies as we go into and through this Easter weekend. The warming trend will be continuing, and by Easter Sunday, we'll likely be talking about temperatures above our seasonal averages. But for today and for tomorrow, there will be a little bit more in the way of cloud coverage because a weak system will try to undercut the high pressure in charge of our weather. We'll talk more about that in just a moment, but I talked about the warming temperatures, and this seems to be a talker for just about everybody, wondering what the flooding concerns are going to be looking like as we continue to warm things up. Well, Northeast Nevada, we do have a flood watch that will be going into effect starting tomorrow afternoon and will continue through Tuesday evening, as warming could result in some quick snowmelt that could result in some flooding. So as of right now, that is the only flood watch that is currently in effect. We do not have a flood watch for Utah, for portions of Idaho, for portions of southwestern Wyoming, but of course it's something that we're going to be keeping our eye on. And when it comes to the Utah's flooding concerns, while widespread flooding concerns are not expected at this particular time, some rivers will run high, swift, and cold, so you're probably going to want to stay away from streams and rivers as we go throughout the next several days. Enhanced runoff primarily in lower elevations and mid elevations possible as well. Slot canyons may become inundated with runoff, especially as we go into this weekend, particularly down in southern Utah. So if you have any plans to go to any of the Mighty Five over the next few days, that is something that you're going to want to keep in mind. And I know a lot of folks are going to be heading down there because it is the holiday weekend. But for what you can do, make sure that you clear deep snow from foundations, clear any drainage paths, and make sure that you continue to stay up to date. We have a whole slew of information on abc4.com when it comes to our flooding concerns. So if you're looking for more information, you can definitely head there. Now, as we go to our weather for today, again, high pressure mainly in control. It's moved a little bit further to the east, but our winds are still out of the south. There is a system to our west, and you can see a little bit of moisture actually finding its way in northeast Nevada. So the system is trying to work its way in our direction. However, it's not really going to be able to win the battle against the high pressure. So what that's going to result for us is mainly increased cloud coverage and maybe just a few stray showers in the Beehive State, but there's a little bit better of a chance if you're in northeast Nevada or in southern Idaho. As for us currently, here's the view from Deer Valley where that snow is deep. The skiers out there probably having a great time, but you can definitely tell we've had a little bit more cloud coverage move in northern Utah, particularly especially over the last few hours. And we have mostly cloudy skies above Zion National Park. These aren't low-lying clouds. These are mainly high cirrus clouds, but a pretty view nonetheless, as we're sitting at 58 degrees in St. George, already in the lower 50s in Salt Lake, and we're about to climb over the freezing mark in Park City. So that warming trend, you can definitely feel it. And even though we're in the low 50s, I walked outside not too long ago. It felt fantastic, and your dogs might think that as well. Buddy and Bella here look like they're ready to go for that walk, and you can see during the course of the afternoon, we're going to spend most of the afternoon with temperatures in the 50s, mainly partly cloudy to partly sunny skies, and then into tonight we'll be turning chilly once again, but it won't be quite as cold compared to what we've seen over recent days. But for those daytime highs, low to mid 50s along the Wasatch Front, we even could see mid to upper 40s in the Wasatch back. But as you make your way further south, more 50s and 60s to be seen. And then down in St. George, we could see a daytime high in the lower 70s along with Bluff, while Blanding will top out at 60 degrees. So as we begin the FUTURECAST at 9 o'clock this evening, you can see that for the most part, that system is going to bring the chance for some wet weather in northeast Nevada, maybe a few stray showers in northern Utah, but it looks like that will be staying dry. And if we were to see any tiny, small, light showers, it would generally be from the second half of today through the first half of tomorrow, staying mostly dry. And then by the time we get into our Easter Sunday, high pressure establishes itself once again, and we'll be looking at more sunshine across the state, and we'll be looking at those warmer temperatures continuing. I mean, look at some of these Easter Sunday forecasts. Southern Utah mainly going to see 70s and 80s, 60s along the Wasatch Front, and northern Utah, including the Wasatch back, 40s and 50s. If you have any plans to spend some time outside, looks to be pretty nice for the Easter weekend. And look at St. George, low 80s on Easter Sunday, middle 80s possible on Monday. And there's a possibility on Tuesday that we get into the upper 80s down in St. George. Meanwhile, on the Wasatch Front, low to mid 50s today, mid to upper 50s for our Saturday, low to mid 60s for Easter Sunday, then low to mid 70s Monday and Tuesday of next week before we kind of come back down by the end of next week. But we're going to turn on the spring feeling here going forward over the next few days, guys.
I'm here for it.
I think we've all been waiting and ready.
Well, I mean, earlier this week, we saw a daytime high of 33 in Salt Lake. That's what we woke up to this morning. So we are just completely going in the opposite direction as we go past Easter.
Love it. Thank you.
It's a big difference. Thank you, Thomas.